So we're in Villamora this morning.
Yep, cheers,
Well,
darling.
it's lunchtime now, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can't say we're drinking Sagres first thing in the morning.
3 hours later.
Yeah. We were filming another video this morning here, but we'll post that another time. So we're discussing today, going to chat about why we decided to move to Portugal.
Yeah, the perks.
Yeah, the perks. And I'm going to have a drink first. So we decided when we were looking about moving here, we looked about the safety aspect. Was it safe? Is Portugal a safe place to live? And it's actually the third safest place in the whole world. Number one is Iceland.
Yeah.
Iceland's far too cold.
Number 2 is New Zealand.
It's too far away.
Too far away.
For the kids. So we decided that the next one was Portugal, and it's got the weather. It's got 300 days of sunshine in the Algarve, which is the southern bit. In the north, it does get a bit cooler, doesn't it?
Yes, but it still can hit temperature well into the 40s.
And it can snow as well in winter in the north. So if you're actually looking to buy a place, the big thing at the moment is to try and find your dream home in Portugal, which is off-grid. Yeah. But not everybody wants that kind of lifestyle.
See, the north tends to be a lot cheaper, especially around the Silver Coast, but it is gradually getting higher in cost. Algarve is a little bit more dearer, but it all depends on whereabouts you want to live. If you come to Villamora, of course, you'll be paying premium prices, very much like Lisbon.
And the people here are so happy. They're really nice, lovely people, aren't they?
Yeah.
We've lived here for 3.5 years now, and our neighbours are really lovely. And it's nice. It's got a nice culture as well. They love going out on a Sunday, really family orientated, aren't they?
Yes. And it's the kids very well brought up, very well mannered, and what else can we say about it?
There's no traffic. The nice thing about Portugal, if you're in rush hour traffic, you're stuck behind 3 or 4 cars.
Or, on occasion, a donkey.
Or a donkey, or a tractor. But there's not a lot of traffic here. You've got 10 million people, and quite a few of them have actually moved away now to work because the cost of living here, the wages aren't very high, unless you're in IT. So you will find people going to move to the UK, or Switzerland is a big thing at the moment because labourers are getting €26 an hour there. So you find that you actually find more retired people here, I would say.
Yeah.
Obviously in summer you get a mixture of everybody. Families from Lisbon come down from Lisbon, and a lot have second homes, don't they?
Yeah, a lot of people retire here because the golf's supposed to be excellent.
Although
we don't play golf, but a lot of people like playing golf. So there's a lot of golf courses around here.
Yeah, and there's also a good variety of food. If you want Indian, there's always an Indian. If you want Mexican, Chinese, you can always find it somewhere in the Algarve. Portuguese, obviously, especially inland, you get the traditional sardines, if you like sardines.
And also, which another good thing about Portugal is that properties aren't too expensive as of yet, but they are going up in price.
Yeah, and you've actually got 945 kilometres of sandy beaches.
Yeah, so very high class beaches.
That's all from the southern easterly right through to the westerly and right up to the north of Portugal. You've got a beach, and the sand is beautiful, the sea is beautiful. We've just been to the beach today in Villamora, and it is quite packed. We're used to coming down here out of season, and still t-shirt weather. Even at Christmas it's still t-shirt weather. We come down with our little dog and we just go on the beach, and it's lovely because there's nobody about.
Yeah. Also, let's take into account the quality of air. The quality of air in the Algarve is absolutely amazing. I think I saw a report where they said that for pollution it's near enough to zero, so for health purposes it's very good.
You do obviously get the odd fire here, and then you
do
obviously
get a bit of
quality changes then, but on a whole the air quality.
But the average age, the life expectancy in Portugal, because of the purity of the air and also the goodness of the food, is very high compared to the rest of the European, or if not the American countries.
Yeah. It's always something to do here as well. It's like, because the weather's so great, it hardly rains. Just got a van going past. So it hardly rains. So there's always something to do. So if you want to go for a walk, we're going to buy a couple of bikes, aren't we?
Yeah, I'm going to buy a couple of electric bikes, and then we're going to do some travelling on the bikes and showing you a lot more of the area very fast.
Yeah, hopefully.
And they have to be electric because Angela doesn't like hills.
I think I would lose my mojo if I had to cycle uphill.
Yeah.
Because if you had your bike by the coast, it's relatively flat. It's not going to be an issue if you get a standard bike, but because we live 30 minutes inland, actually cycling up a hill is not going to be any joy, especially when it's hot.
But it'll be fun to watch.
So another thing that we love about the Algarve is the bars and eating out. We eat out quite a lot, don't we?
Yeah, actually, when you work it out, I know food's going up in price everywhere in the world, but if you compare the prices of actually cooking at home, if you cook at home, your house heats up, especially if you're using the oven at home.
At this time of year.
At this time of year. So
it's 30 degrees.
So you will do most of your cooking outside on your roof terrace or in your courtyard.
Or our neighbours do it on their front step, they put a barbecue out.
So a lot of people find it easier, instead of having the house heat up, what you do is you go out to a meal, and it doesn't work out much more difference in price really.
Yeah. Another thing is fishing. We are actually going fishing tomorrow. How long have you had your fishing rod?
Oh, about a year.
Yeah.
But I've got a friend who's from Paris, and he's going to show us, and he does scuba diving and deep sea fishing, literally. But he wants to show me some places which are excellent for fishing, especially near the Algarve, or in the Algarve.
It will be a first if you actually catch a fish, won't it?
Yes, it will be definitely a first.
Yeah, I've got a friend here, and her ex-husband fished for 4 years and he didn't catch a fish, so we actually are hopeful that we are actually going to catch a fish tomorrow, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's always something to do here. They do have quite a lot of festivals and get-togethers. They have White Night.
They have White Night. They have traditional Brazilian carnivals, where the girls go on top of the floats, topless, painted.
And you're not interested in that at all, are you?
No. Well, you know, I'm a man, but my eyes never wander.
Yeah. But they do have an awful lot of festivals here. They have a white night where everybody has to go in white costume, and they usually start about 6 to 8 o'clock on an evening.
Yeah.
But it's quite normal here to finish at 4 o'clock. So you think, when's it actually going to be finishing this? It goes on till 4 a.m. They really do know how to party, don't they, here? And they party hard.
Yeah, they party very hard here.
Yeah. So another thing which is interesting is that the healthcare is the 12th best in the world.
Yeah, you might think it's quite low down, 12, but it isn't. 12 is actually quite good. Now, if you wanted to get private insurance, you can actually get it quite cheap here. If you do it for EDP, which is an electric company, you can get health insurance for as little as $12.50 a month.
And you get discounts off.
And you get a massive amount of discounts off.
If you've got a continent card, and also if you actually go to the private hospital, I think it's about €170. I'm not quite sure a year, and you buy a card, and they will actually insure you for that year.
But you can get once you get your residency here, you'll be entitled to the benefits as a normal Portuguese here, so you can actually go into the hospitals, and it's near enough free.
Yeah, and I've heard as well that obviously it's not probably as nice as what you would find in the UK, but the care has been very good with people that we have known that have used the normal healthcare system. It's been good.
And unlike UK, which I can remember waiting for 7 to 8 hours, here you get seen to within an hour.
Yeah, and also in our little village, even though it's a small village, we do have a normal doctor, and if you need a prescription, it's usually, is it 20 euros?
Yeah.
But we also have a private doctor, which is 50 euros. And you usually can see, this is the brilliant thing about living here. If you've got something wrong with you, you just say to the doctor, I want to come and see you. He will fit you in that day. You do not have to wait to see a private doctor. Or if you...
dentist.
Yeah, a dentist as well. They are pretty good. They will fit you in that day, and you will get seen, and you'll get your antibiotics or whatever you need. And it is more expensive, isn't it? The antibiotics and stuff. They can be more expensive, but then again, if you are a resident here,
you're paying about €7, I think.
They will actually
prescription.
Yeah, what I'm saying to you is they will exchange with what you've paid. You were on some tablets which cost you 60 euros, but because you were a resident here, that
it came to 20 euros.
They actually, you had to see the doctor and got it on a prescription, and then they refunded you the 45 euros. That's what I'm trying to say. So you can get your money back.
So if you get residency, it definitely holds a lot of benefits, really.
Yeah, and the countryside here is absolutely spectacular. At the moment, it's quite dry because we're in the heat of, we're at the end of July going into August, and it is quite yellow is the ground. Everything's burnt back, but the trees are still really nice and green. But when you've had your first rains and the grass starts to grow, it's absolutely beautiful, the countryside, and the colours and the flowers, and there's so many different plants and birds.
And lizards.
In fact, there's quite a lot of wildlife that we don't see because we go to bed and not see it.
Wild boar.
There's wild boar and, is it Ganets? Yeah, they're like a mongoose. I think they're Egyptian mongooses. And you can actually, here, there's Iberian wolves.
Yeah, but you'd be very lucky. You'd be very lucky to see it. I only know one person who's seen an Iberian wolf, but they're very well to see.
Yeah, and bears. There's actually bears in the north.
Yeah.
But it did actually come up on my Facebook that 3 years today. I'll see if I can find the video. My neighbour Talma, she was screaming because there was a snake, and I actually got my marigold gloves on, and I actually rescued her from the snake. I got a little snake.
All it is a grass snake.
Yeah, they're not poisonous.
16 to 15 foot in length.
No.
But that big.
And then another nice thing about being here is we've seen less spiders in our house here in Portugal than we did in the UK.
Only because I built the house with, so the house we built brand new. I built the house from scratch.
Yeah, I know, but still, you'd have thought
normally you get a lot of older houses with mud walls and compressed air. I got rid of all that.
Although my friend did get, she did get an Iberian tarantula in a house.
Yeah, well, you don't worry about that, especially when it's climbing on your face.
Yeah, it's very rare, I think, to actually see them. I think I've not seen one in 3.5 years here. The biggest one that I've seen has been like a daddy long legs size, but nothing more than that.
Okay, next thing, Angela.
Again, is that our electricity bills are
super cheap
now compared to the UK.
And so is our water.
Yeah, our electric is about 40 a month.
Between 38 to 40.
Yeah.
We don't know how much it'll go up by once we get the electric bikes, but we're on about having solar put in. So once you have solar put in, of course your bill goes down. Because you get so much sunlight here, it'd be a waste not to use it.
And we don't have the heating on in winter really, because it's still really warm during the day. So we only have the heating on at night. So if you come to Portugal as a couple or a single person, there's also lots of groups that you can join.
Yeah, one of the best groups you can join is the walking groups.
Or a writing group.
Quiz groups.
Or a book group.
Mosaic, who like arts and crafts.
Yeah, or arts and crafts.
If you like to do some motorbiking or motorcycling, you can join groups that do that all around the Algarve.
There's also dinner clubs for couples.
You got tennis, golf, swimming.
There's also ladies' luncheons.
Yeah, and if you want to do a bit of croquet clubs.
Yeah, or cycling and boat trips.
Which is what me and Angela want to do shortly, but like you say, we want an electric bike.
Yeah.
For the hills, because some of the hills are quite steep.
Yeah. So there's lots to do in the Algarve, or in Portugal.
Absolutely, darling.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Belle, why did you want to retire to Portugal? I think it was the sunshine.
How do they dance in them shoes? Oh. Look, they're showing some legs.